Ancient India was known for its natural resourcefulness. Our ancestors had the key for a sustainable life. Today we are faced with a lot of urban lifestyle related issues. It's high time that we bring back this lost wisdom into our lives. Today we are going to talk to Preeti, who is going to guide us on how to do that. Okay, how did you go about starting Soil and Soul?
So it all started with the food what I'm feeding to my child and my family. So, the basic purpose of food is for the nutrition.
Right.
And if we don't get that, how do we go about it? What is our contribution? Why are we doing all this thing? So when I started educating my child, and then I said, why not to other kids? So that's how it went on. And this yoga has played an important role, integral role in developing my child to whatever he is. So I started taking it to the children, to the schools, and that's how the Soil and Soul started with sustainable lifestyle.
Great. What kind of activities do you do as part of Soil and Soul?
We do various activities for the school children and even for adults. So in school, what we do, the programs is all theme based. It could be based on forest. So we create a patch of forest in the school campus.
Right.
And why forest and why trees? What do we get? It's not just for oxygen. We get a lot of things from the forest. And what are the benefits? So the program goes around the theme.
Okay.
So we have like this different themes. It's a Druid program we have, wherein we talk about the herbs in our life. What are the role played by herbs?
Right.
And the water and the soil, the food, the sustainable lifestyle.
Okay.
In that, the major topics what we cover is food, energy, water and waste.
Okay.
So how do children contribute to it? Because in today's world, children are the major consumers.
True.
So how do we, have a conscious and sensitive citizens of globe later?
Okay.
So that is where the Soil and Soul is playing a role.
That's very interesting. So, do you have any kind of interesting incidents where you see these activities making an impact?
And so there are a lot of interesting things, when in school when you work with children, so you get to, all kind of fancy things. So like we have few things what we make at home, and we teach children how do we play around with nature, and how nature can contribute in our life. So they have even tasted the things which are not supposed to be tasted, which is meant for cleaning, so they tasted it, but nothing happens because it's all natural. But then we can't think about what comes in the supermarket.
Right.
So these kind of incident does happen a lot. We do have some kind of we introduce them to twigs to clean their teeth. So when they don't have a brush, they don't have an excuse that they can't brush. They can use the twigs.
Right.
So I've seen kids brushing their teeth sitting in the classes. So, so that's how it goes on.
Do you make any products using these approaches?
So we do have products which are the byproduct of our workshop, wherein we teach participants to make their own for the daily needs.
Right.
And we are also coming up with a do-it-yourself kit.
Okay.
So it gives a lot of message. I mean, we have a lot of thought behind this DIY kit, because then it reduces our packaging. The people know what they're using it, the purity of the substance, and the instructions are given to them. So they make it as much as they want for their use.
Okay.
So these are very simple things, and we also want to tell them you don't have to, whatever we buy in our daily lives, it need not be n number of chemicals in that. With a minimum resource from the nature, we can have as effective as what you get in today's market.
Right.
So you don't have to actually, your shampoo or your cream need not to travel from different part of the globe.
Yeah.
You can just make it at home, and that way you save on a lot of energy.
Right.
Packaging material and all that, and the purity is assured.
Right.
So we are coming up with a packet of pure material, raw material, so with the instructions, so that's what they're going to make out of it.
That's good. This looks interesting. Can you explain more about this?
This is mosquito repellent. So the mosquito repellent, it's nowadays what we get in market, it's it's very poisonous. At least for kids, it is really harmful.
Oh.
So what do we do? You know, how our grandparents or forefathers, how they lived.
Right.
So this is how we came up with, because those days there were not many mosquitoes, there were no dengue, there were no malaria, there were no swine flus. So what do we do about it? What were they doing different, what we are not doing today?
Right.
So that made me discover this. This is a cow dung cake, and it is mixed with neem oil and frankincense, or samrani in Kannada they call. Frankincense. So it's mixed with that, and you just have to burn it. It just takes 10 minutes to burn. And just the fume, the smell of the fume itself, the mosquitoes will not enter the home.
Nice.
It has to be regularly used. That's it. So the smell, the aroma is prominent at home. So we may not able to smell it, but those mosquitoes and the cockroaches, they get repelled out of it. So they just don't enter the home. So that's how it works.
Something called bioenzymes are creating a lot of buzz nowadays. Can you explain what it is and how is it used?
Yeah, and this bioenzyme, so we, when we started composting, you know, we can't, citrus peels, they are not very favorable for compost because it increases the pH of the soil, pH value of the soil. So what do we do with the peels? The lemon peels, or Mossambi peels, or the orange peels, so all the citrus peels. So I started a lot of R&D on that, what is happening, what do we do about it, and I was actually very upset with number of chemicals in our life. You know, when we go to supermarket, our bags are full with only the chemicals. So came up with this bioenzyme. So this bioenzyme, one bioenzyme, I mean, it has replaced all the chemicals in my house. So you can clean our toilets, you can clean the floor, you can clean your vegetables, because these are just the lemon, fermented lemon. And it can, they are so mild, people can use it even to clean the face. And pet cleaning, the pet wiping can be done, so ticks and fleas don't come. So you know, we actually, if you look at the scenario, we don't have to spend, or we don't have to even think about, you know, getting so many, because anything you go to market, you come with a plastic container. And we are just landing up with the landfills in every city of the world. So what do we do? Is there a solution to it? Do we have any answer to it? Just do it yourself. So like this, we just do that. So that's how it has, the bioenzyme has come. This 1 liter, when it drains out of the house, 1 liter of enzyme, it cleans 1,000 liters of sewage water.
Wow, all this sounds interesting. So how do I go about it?
So first step is, you know, it is a step to improve. If we have to improve our life, it's not just, you know, today we are just taking everything from the earth. But what are we giving it back? We're just not giving back anything. And we are very, very selfish animals. Humans are. So we have no role in contributing back to earth. So anything which upsets us, we rather do something about it. At least you'll get a peaceful sleep in the night. So if something, the landfills are disturbing me, I would rather look at my dustbin, what am I doing? If I don't like anybody putting a bag of waste or a garbage in front of my door every morning, why are we doing the same thing? Our waste is just going to the village in somebody else's door. The land which is supposed to be producing food for us is getting piled up with all the garbage of our city. And if you see that 80% of the garbage are useful. We can use it, these are all resources. And even if you throw some 10% out, still we escape a lot of landscape. The proper recycling, proper segregation, proper usage of the thing, it works. So in my, what I do here, we have this biogas. So here I put my kitchen waste in that. And in a day I get around 2.5 hours of cooking gas. So do I need LPG?
No.
So again I'm saving on the fossil fuel, whatever we are generating. So my biogas, my waste is taken care, the slurry which comes out, it goes to the plants. That's the best manure you can ever get it in the market. You will never get it. That comes out only from biogas. And then half my kitchen waste goes for the composting. These are the manure which my plants, they love. There's a food for them. So I prepare food for plants also. So And then that's a leaf composter. Again, I put my leaves into that, the dry leaves from here, so that also get composted. So I hardly throw anything out.
Nice.
So if you start looking at the resources in whatever you generate, or if everybody take charge of or accountable to the waste what they're generating, the problem can be solved. Just at the source. So do we have solutions? We do have. And most of the pollution happens from the domestic area. So why not? Why not we bring it in every house in Bangalore or in, everywhere in the world? Why don't we do it? And if everybody start taking care of their waste at home and come out something interesting out of it. So where is the waste? There's a resource. Everything is a resource. We just have to open our eyes and check it out for it. So this is what I make cold drop. It's a replacement for Vicks. So this is a natural one where there's it's all made up from the natural stuff at home. Then we have the skin rejuvenator. It is for the daily use, a cream for normal use. Then we have this lip scrub and balm. They have cinnamon and honey in that. All the goodness of nature. This is from the neem oil what we make. It's a fungal foot cream. And here we have the insect repellent, which is made from, we have a plant called Indian wormwood here. So we take our oil from there and we make this cream for the insect repellent. And here these are the enzymes what we spoke about. And this is a bag. We are trying to reduce the plastic in the market. So we are coming up with the grocery bag, wherein you can put just 1 or 2 kgs of stuff from the normal market and bring it and wash it back, rather than getting packed in the packet, So it's a very conscious decision. Our intention is not to waste the resource in creating one more packaging material. So there's a reason it is there in the recycle bottle. So when people start making their own product at home, we reduce so much of carbon. The carbon footprints are totally reduced and our motive is done. So once we start doing it, I'm sure a lot of people will get benefit of all the natural resource available to them locally.